Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Gert Retief. And tonight we are looking at whiskies that will be released in 2026 that makes me happy. Whiskies that I always enjoy. So at the beginning of each year, I'm thinking already ahead at what whiskies do I like to buy during this year. So I'm going to be making this a short video. I will give you the bottles that I am looking forward to purchasing, and of course, well, I will look for some photos of what it will look like. They are not yet released, so bear with me if I don't have a photo maybe over here or here. They are new whiskies, so these ones that I'm looking forward to. Starting off this year, I will be looking at the Year of the Horse Tamdhu 2026 release. It is a limited Speyside whiskey. It's a single malt whiskey. It is matured in Oloroso sherry cask. It is of course part of the Year of the Horse for the Chinese celebrations. I've tried a couple over the last couple of years and I do like Tamdhu. They do like the sherried whiskies. They do make some perfect sherried whiskies. So definitely something that I'm looking forward to. Hopefully it's not going to be too expensive. It's going to be a difficult 2026 in my opinion. The money is not always there to keep up with the lovely whiskies. So the next one on the list, Highland Park Heather. It is a cask strength whiskey. Now I do like a big strong boy when it comes to whiskey. So it has, well, I haven't had a Highland Park for some time. If you go look at my reviews, it's not a lot of reviews on Highland Park. But when I saw this one that will be released, of course, in 2026, I'm quite excited to giving it a nosing and tasting. Release date on this one, they expect it to be sometime in January this year. And if you look at the ABV, cask strength, 63.6% ABV, natural color, non-chill filtered. My word, 63. I think that is probably the one of the highest whiskies that I will be tasting for 2026, and I can't even remember, maybe 61.1 the previous whiskey review that I did. So maybe that's going to be the one of the highest ABV whiskies that I've tried. Suggested price, what I could see, it's going to be around 80 to 90 pounds. By the time that it hits the market here in Brussels, it's probably going to be 90 to 120 euros. So not going to be a super cheap whiskey. And it's going to be a no age statement whiskey. We will see when it comes to Brussels. Of course, it is going to be a peated whiskey. And when I talk about the nosing notes, we are talking about a bonfire smoke. It is a peated whiskey, a lovely light peated whiskey. We're talking vanilla pods, brandy butter. I talk about gentle floral hints. Now that sounds nice for me. It sounds like my type of peated whiskey, a friendly peated whiskey. Taste-wise, we're talking rich and creamy, marshmallow sweetness, and macadamia nuts, cracked pepper, a little floral, smoky, peaty note. Definitely something that sounds perfect for me. The next one on my list, Talisker. Now I took out a Talisker the other day, also one of those special releases, and well, it's almost finished and I super impressed with it. I don't know why it was sitting at the back of the bar for such a long period of time, but I took it out again, and this is a newfound whiskey, a whiskey that I really like. So quite looking forward to the Talisker, the special release for 2026. It is, of course, an annual expression, but I like the bottle, I like all of the nice graphic designs on it, and I like the liquid. Now, sometimes it does take a little bit of time to open up a little bit, to get rid of the volatilities of the phenols, just to bring it a little bit down, take the sharp edges off, and then you take that bottle and you say, this is a fantastic whiskey. So Talisker special releases for 2026, looking forward to giving that a try as well. And when we look at the flavor profile for this whiskey, they talk about that maritime. Now, I'm battling sometimes to find that maritime saltiness in the whiskey, but it is okay. Maybe I am not that good at finding that saltiness, but in some whiskies I do. Talisker, maybe a hint of that. So, well, that typical Talisker note is going to be there, that peatiness is going to be there, sweet cereal, vanilla, what they are talking about, coming extracted from that oak, and then they have a long, dry, warming finish just to make you happy and you're realizing you bought a wonderful whiskey. Now the next one, I'm still sticking with the peated whiskey, and it's very funny that I'm not that a big peat fan. Well, maybe 3 years ago I hated peat. Ever since then, you can go and watch my whiskey reviews on peated whiskey and you'll see the big change that came in. And nowadays I keep on buying whiskies and I realize afterwards, my peat collection is growing way too much. So ex-bourbon cask for me, non-peated, it's really taking off. I'm loving it. And of course, I still do like my ex-sherry cask Pedro Ximénez whiskies, but I try to gravitate now towards maybe not so super sweet whiskey. So hence this peated whiskey is really nice. It's bloody cold in here in Brussels. I'm freezing my ass off. So yeah, that peated whiskey does help a little bit. So the one that I'm talking about, Lagavulin, 12 years old. That is also part of the special releases for 2026. And of course, here we're also talking a little bit of a 12-year-old. So that is nice. They talk about the cask strength is going to be maybe 56 to 57% ABV. It's going to be rich, smoky. It is going to be a maritime Islay malt whiskey. So all of those lovely flavors from Islay. I love to go visit Islay sometime. I haven't been in that direction. It's one of those, well, bucket list things to sit there in Islay, go from distillery to distillery, and maybe a little bit indulgence in all of those lovely whiskies from Islay. And of course, they will be ticking the boxes, natural color, non-chill filtered. So definitely Lagavulin, 12-year-old, we have to give that one a try. And of course, the next one on my list. Now, Bruichladdich Octomore 17 series. Now, I just did 2 videos, the 16.2 and the 16.3. Oh my word. It is absolutely fantastic. I think I need to be the brand ambassador for Bruichladdich on the Octomore series. I think I am probably one of the biggest fans. Well, in my head, I am the biggest fan of Octomore. Not a big fan of the prices. I think it is just absolutely ridiculously expensive. But every time when I get an opportunity to give a Octomore a go, I will never go and say, no thank you, sir. So definitely the 17 series, can't wait for them to come out. And of course, Octomore, if you want to send me a quick sample to be ahead of the crowd, just send me a quick email. Thank you very much. So that definitely something that I would love to try. Now the next one is going to be a GlenDronach. Now, wow, a blast from the past. I haven't tried GlenDronach so much. There's a lot of love-hate relationship with regards to GlenDronach. It's not Billy Walker anymore. And a lot of people are saying they are, well, the politics aside, a lot of people are not buying it. I do still like GlenDronach. This is going to be the single cask Cask Strength batch 2026 from the Highlands, of course. So quite looking for that whiskey. It's going to be heavily sherried. It's going to be a sherry monster. It's going to be non-chill filtered, and it's going to be natural color. Now, not a lot of times that you see this combination, especially coming from Glendronach. So quite looking forward just to light a fire for Glendronach again, and to drink something that is that high cask strength, that you have the control. How much water do you add? Do you want to add water? So you control the way that you want to drink your whiskey. The last one on my list, Bladnoch. Now, I have tried a couple of them, and I really start liking it. And I saw the new Masters Distillery Select coming out. I'm not sure. I did try to find more information on it. Didn't find exact when they will be delivering these ones to the local stores, but that's definitely something that I would love to try. And there is also a wee bit of a rumor that it's going to be an age statement whiskey. How old? Maybe 10 years. I do not know. That's still a secret. And of course, if you know anything about the Bladnoch, please let me know in the comment how old it is going to be. So that, my dear friends, is my list of 7 whiskies that I'm looking forward to trying this year of 2026. And well, Happy New Year. I hope you had a fantastic holiday break. Time to go back to work, of course. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. And I see you next time. Cheers.